Hello, and welcome to my channel, Speak English Confidently. Listening to this podcast helps not only in learning fluency and pronunciation, but also creates a gateway to master the journey of how to learn English with confidence. Before going further, I just want to inform you one thing, because I truly care about your speaking journey. So if you are genuinely trying to improve your communication, please record your voice by reading a sentence in English. If you encounter the same words in this podcast, please carefully repeat the words how I'm pronouncing them. After completion of this podcast, try to record the same sentence by pronouncing exactly how you learned in this podcast and see the difference. So without delay, let's dive in and start the practice. Breaking the fear of speaking in English. Have you ever felt this? You know what you want to say, but when it's time to speak in English, your heart starts racing. Your mind goes blank, and all you can do is stay silent. You are not alone. Millions face this invisible barrier every single day. But here's the truth. Fear of speaking in English is not permanent. It's a learned fear. And what is learned can be unlearned. Understand the root of fear. Let's talk about why do we fear speaking in English? First, the fear of judgment. You're afraid someone will laugh at your mistakes. You worry they'll think you're not smart. But remember, this fear isn't about English, it's about bad experiences. Second, the trap of perfection. We think we must speak perfect English, or else people will judge us. But listen, even native speakers make mistakes while speaking. Third, the mental block. Fear puts your brain in freeze mode. You forget words you already know. That's not your fault. It's human anxiety. Shift your mindset. Embrace imperfection. You know what's liberating? Speaking is not a test. It's not about right or wrong. It's about expressing your thoughts. It's all about progress over perfection. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to make mistakes and learn. Every confident speaker you see today once struggled, once hesitated, once failed, but they kept going. Practical strategies to overcome fear. Now let's break this fear with simple, practical exercises. First, shadowing practice. Listen to an English sentence and immediately repeat it, copying the tone and rhythm. Second, mirror. Conversations. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Yes, it feels silly, but it trains your brain to hear your own English voice confidently. Third, record yourself. It's scary at first, but when you listen to your own recordings, you'll see improvement. That builds real confidence. Fourth, speak with mistake-friendly partners. Find people who encourage you to speak. Emotional exercises to destroy fear. Here's how you conquer fear from inside. Visualization technique. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself standing in front of people, speaking confidently in English. Feel it. Believe it. Reframe negative thoughts. When your mind says, "I'll make mistakes," you say, "I am learning." Mistakes are normal. Celebrate small victories. Every time you speak in English, no matter how small, celebrate it like a victory, because it is. Real-life scenarios. From fear to fluency. Let's apply these strategies to real situations. Office presentation? Don't panic. Break your presentation into bullet points. Practice speaking them aloud. Visualize explaining it to a friend, not a boss. Job interview? Prepare common questions like, "Tell me about yourself." Practice with emotion, not memorization. Make it your story. Casual conversations? Start small. Greet strangers. Ask simple questions in English. Each interaction chips away at your fear. The power of listening. You cannot speak what you haven't heard. Listen actively to English podcasts, watch English movies, follow YouTube videos. Even if you don't understand every word, your brain is absorbing the language. Pause, repeat, shadow the sentences, It connects your ears to your tongue, turning fear into fuel. Here's a secret. You don't have to eliminate fear. You have to learn to act despite fear. Every time you feel embarrassed, remember, it's a sign that you're growing. Every successful speaker has their own embarrassing stories. Fluency is built on persistence. Small, consistent efforts. That's how you win. Speaking exercises for daily practice. Here are some daily habits that'll boost your fluency. Every morning, say one original sentence in English. Describe the things you see around you. Act out real-life situations in English. Debate with yourself. Take both sides of an argument. These exercises don't need a partner. You can do them alone, anywhere, anytime. Building emotional strength. How do you handle criticism? Smile. Move on. Remember, someone's rude comment doesn't define your ability. Surround yourself with supportive people. Find online groups, speaking clubs, or even a friend who cheers for you. Most importantly, remind yourself why you want to speak English. Is it for a job? For education? For your dreams? That why is your fuel. The journey to fluency is yours to own. Let me tell you, this breaking the fear of speaking English is not a one-day miracle. It's a journey. Every sentence you speak, every mistake you learn from, every time you push yourself, you are building your confidence brick by brick. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to sound like you, clear, confident, and fearless. English is not a talent, it's a skill. And every skill improves with practice, patience, and persistence. Your ideas, your stories, your voice, they deserve to be heard. Don't let the fear of English silence your thoughts. Today, you may hesitate. Tomorrow, you will express. And soon, you will inspire. From fear to freedom. Breaking the fear of speaking in English is not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and choosing to speak anyway. Every word you speak, every mistake you correct, every time you push yourself, you are not just learning English, you are transforming yourself into a confident communicator. This journey is yours. Own it. Speak it. Live it. The silent struggle. When you hesitate to speak in English, it's not just about language. It's about the emotions attached to it. The fear of looking foolish, the anxiety of being judged, the shame of not matching others' expectations. This silent struggle often goes unnoticed by others, but inside you, it feels heavy. Every time you stay silent when you wanted to speak, a little part of your confidence dims. But here's what I want you to realize. These emotions are valid, but they are not permanent. The first step to breaking free is to accept these feelings without guilt. You are not weak. You are not incapable. You are simply human, experiencing a challenge that millions face. But the difference between staying stuck and growing is this. Do you let fear control you, or do you take back the control? The fear loop, and how to break it. Let's understand the fear loop, a cycle that traps so many English learners. It starts with a fearful thought. What if I make a mistake? That thought creates nervous feelings. Your heartbeat rises, your palms sweat. These feelings affect your physical reaction. You avoid speaking, or you stutter. Then comes self-criticism. I knew I couldn't do it. I'm just not good at English. This loop strengthens every time you stay silent. But here's the truth. This loop can be broken. The key is to interrupt the loop at the reaction stage. When you feel the fear rising, take a breath and speak anyway. Even if it's a small word, even if it's imperfect. Each time you choose action over avoidance, the loop weakens. Each small step creates a new loop, a confidence loop. One of the biggest blocks in speaking English confidently is the fear of not being good enough. But ask yourself, how did I learn my native language? You weren't born speaking perfectly. You listened, you mimicked, you made countless mistakes. Yet, As a child, you never cared if someone laughed at your mispronunciation. You kept going. This is called the beginner's mindset. It's the ability to stay curious, to enjoy the process, to be okay with not knowing everything. Adopting this mindset as an adult is powerful because it removes the unnecessary pressure to be perfect. It allows you to see mistakes as steps, not failures. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner. Every confident communicator once stumbled over simple words. Create your safe speaking environment. A major reason why fear becomes overwhelming is because we often try to practice English in unsafe environments. An unsafe environment is one where people interrupt and correct harshly. You feel judged or ridiculed. You're forced into complex conversations before you're ready, but you have the power to create your own safe speaking zones. Start with speaking to yourself while doing daily chores. Practicing with friends or family members who are supportive. Joining online speaking groups that focus on encouragement. Even practicing in front of a pet or a mirror is a safe zone. These environments build your speaking muscle without the fear of judgment. The power of micro-speaking goals. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is setting overwhelming goals like, I will become fluent in 3 months. While ambitious, such goals often create unnecessary pressure. Instead, focus on micro-speaking goals. Today, I will introduce myself in English. Tomorrow, I will describe my breakfast in English. This week, I'll record a 30-second audio sharing my opinion on a movie. These small, daily speaking goals are achievable, motivating, and they build momentum. Remember, consistency beats intensity. The role of self-talk in breaking fear. Most of the fear you feel comes from the words you say to yourself. If your inner voice is constantly saying, I'm not good at English. People will laugh at me. I can't do this. Then you're feeding your fear. It's time to change your self-talk. Start with simple, positive affirmations. I'm improving my English every day. It's okay to make mistakes while learning. Every time I speak, I grow stronger. Say these affirmations out loud daily. Write them on sticky notes. Put them on your mirror. Your mind believes what it hears repeatedly. Make sure it hears words that empower you. Handling difficult speaking situations. There will be moments where fear hits you harder, maybe a surprise meeting in English or an unexpected question in a social gathering. Here's how to handle such situations calmly. 1. Pause before you speak. It's okay to take 2 to 3 seconds to gather your thoughts. This pause helps calm your nerves and allows you to respond better. 2. Use simple, clear sentences. You don't need fancy vocabulary to impress. Clarity is always more powerful than complexity. 3. Ask for clarification. If you don't understand something, confidently say, "Could you please repeat that?" This shows professionalism, not weakness. 4. Stay on topic. Focus on conveying your main idea, even if your grammar isn't perfect. Confidence isn't about knowing everything, it's about handling situations gracefully when you don't. Building speaking endurance. The English gym concept. Think of your English speaking ability like a muscle. Just like you can't lift heavy weights on your first day at the gym, you can't expect to have long, fluent conversations instantly. You need to build speaking endurance. Here's an English gym routine you can follow. Warm up. Start by reading a short paragraph aloud. Repetition sets. Shadow a 2-minute audio clip 3 times. Mirror practice. Speak on a random topic for 2 minutes in front of a mirror. Cool down. Reflect on what you did well and where you can improve. Do this 15-minute routine daily. You'll be amazed at how quickly your speaking stamina improves. Emotional resilience. Transforming fear into power. Here's a profound truth. Fear will never fully disappear, but you can transform it into power. Every time you feel nervous about speaking, reframe that nervousness as excitement. Tell yourself, this means I care. This is my opportunity to grow. Nervous energy is fuel for my performance. Athletes, performers, speakers, they all feel fear, but they've trained their minds to perform through it. You can do the same. The Speak First principle. In group conversations, fear often holds you back because you wait for the perfect moment to speak. But that perfect moment rarely comes. Try the Speak First principle. Be the first to greet. Be the first to answer a question. Be the first to share an opinion. When you take the initiative, you set the tone. You don't have time to overthink or let fear build up. The more you practice speaking first, the less power fear holds over you. Celebrate the journey, not just the destination. One of the most overlooked aspects of breaking the fear of speaking is celebrating progress, not perfection. Did you try to speak today, even if you stumbled? Celebrate it. Did you hold a 30-second conversation in English? That's a victory. Every small step you take is a brick in your wall of confidence. Acknowledge it. Celebrate it. Fluency is not a destination you reach one day. It's a journey you walk every single day. You are more than your fear. I want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself of this. You are not your fear. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past failures. You are a learner. You are a speaker in progress. You are someone who is brave enough to face their fear and grow through it. Every time you choose to speak, every time you pick yourself up after a mistake, you are rewriting your story. The fear of speaking in English is not a wall. It's a door. And you have the key. Open it. Step through it. Your confident English-speaking future is waiting. Thank you for listening. If you feel this video helped you to speak with a little more confidence today, imagine how much it could help someone you care about. Share it with them and let them grow with you. Please do subscribe to my channel and get daily updates.